Students, yesterday we have discussed about the constitution as well as its importance, means how constitution is important for us. Now we will discuss drafting the Indian constitution, means how the constitution of our country India was being drafted. So, Indian constitution was drafted by an assembly of elected representatives called the Constituent Assembly. So, the Constitution of India was drafted by an assembly, and that assembly means group, by a group, and that group was being elected, and that whole group was known as the Constituent Assembly. Elections to the Constituent Assembly were held in July 1946. Election for this Constituent Assembly was held in July 1946, or we can say that in July 1946 the members of the Constituent Assembly were elected. Its first meeting was held in December 1946. After being elected, the first meeting of this Constituent Assembly was held in December 1946. The Constituent Assembly that wrote the Indian Constitution had 299 members. In that Constituent Assembly, total members were 299. Dr. Rajendra Prasad was the President of the Constituent Assembly and Dr. B.R. Ambedkar was the Chairman of the Drafting Committee. So, the first President of our country India, Dr. Rajendra Prasad, he was the President of that Constituent Assembly, and Dr. B.R. Ambedkar was the Chairman of the Drafting Committee. See, my dear student, in case of the Indian Constitution, these both terms are totally different. Constituent Assembly as well as the Drafting Committee. So, President of the Constituent Assembly was Dr. Rajendra Prasad, and Chairman of the Drafting Committee was Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. The members of the Constituent Assembly consisted of representatives from nearly all the political parties, regions and communities of India. So, in the Constituent Assembly, the representatives which were chosen that were belonging from the all political parties which were existed in India at that time, as well as from all the regions and communities. Constituent Assembly studied the draft constitution carefully, and members deliberated over various features of the draft constitution for 3 years, and they finally adopted the constitution on 26 November 1946. But constitution came into effect on 26 January 1950. So, the members of this Constituent Assembly studied and drafted the constitution very carefully. After that, all the members made debate on the each paragraph, on each section of the constitution for 3 years, and finally on 26 November 1949 the Constitution of India was being adopted, and it came into effect on 26 January 1950. That's why every year 26 January is celebrated as the Republic Day in our country India. So see, my dear students, Constitution was adopted on 26 November 1949, but it came into effect on 26 January 1950. There is a special reason for adopting this date. Now, why Constitution of India was being adopted on 26 January? There is a reason. That reason is associated with our freedom struggle. In the year 1929, Congress at its Lahore session had adopted the attainment of Purna Swaraj as its goal. Why? Because in the year 1929, Congress at the Lahore session, yes, a session of the Indian National Congress was held in the Lahore, and in that Lahore session, yes, under the leadership of Motilal Nehru. Yes, this Lahore session was under the leadership of the Motilal Nehru in 1929, And in this 1929 only, the leaders of the Indian National Congress decided that they want Purna Swaraj, means complete independence. At this session, it was decided to observe Independence Day on 26 January 1930, which did not happen. And at this session, means in the Lahore session, it was decided that 26 January 1930 will be observed as the Independence Day. But unfortunately, it didn't happen. Why? Because British left India on the midnight of the 14th August. That's why 15th August is regarded as the 15th August is celebrated as the Independence Day. So, to make this 26th January date little bit important, the leaders of our country declared that 26th January will be our Republic Day. That's why on the 26th January they adopted the Indian Constitution. They give chance that Indian Constitution came into effect. Independence was finally achieved on 15th August 1947. About this we are knowing. Our country India became free. Our independence was achieved by our country on 15th August 1947. To maintain the historic significance of the day, it was decided to postpone the adoption of Constitution by 2 months and thus was adopted on the same historic day of 26 January. This I have told you. To maintain the historic significance or to make 26 January as the important date, it was decided by the leaders of our country that adoptment of the Indian Constitution will be postponed for the 2 months. As we have seen on 26 November 1949, it came into effect. So December, January. So on 26 January, our constitution came into effect. Therefore, we celebrate 26 January as Republic Day every year. And this is the main cause that 26 January is being celebrated as the Republic Day. The constitution begins with a short statement of its basic ideas and values. Our constitution start with a short statement. And in that short statement, we can see the basic ideas as well as values of the Constitution. It is called the preamble of the Constitution, and that short statement of Constitution is known as the preamble, or we can also say preamble is the introductory part of the Constitution. If you want to know about the Indian Constitution, you can read the preamble. By reading the preamble only, one can understand. It contains the philosophy on which the entire constitution has been built. In the preamble only, it is written that on which philosophy the constitution of our country India is being written. Now see, some important fact is given about the Indian constitution. The Constitution of India is the world's biggest constitution. When brought into effect, it had 395 articles in 22 parts and 8 schedules. It is believed that the constitution of our country India is the biggest constitution of the world. And when this constitution came into effect, at that time it had 395 articles which were divided into 22 parts and 8 schedules. In 2012, the Indian Constitution had 25 parts with 450 articles and 12 schedules. In 2012, Indian Constitution was having 25 parts with 450 articles as well as 12 schedules. Now see here, the preamble of our Constitution India is given. We, the people of India, having solemnly resolved to constitute India into a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic and to secure to all its citizens. So what is given? We, the people of India, we are declaring ourselves, or we want to make India which type? Sovereign, means which will be free from the other rule. Socialist means there will be the equal ownership of the resources to everyone, secular. There will not be any preferred religion, means all religions are equal, as well as the democratic, means there will be the rule of the people, and republic. Republic means the state where head of the area is being elected, and that's why we can see that the president, prime minister, chief ministers, these are being elected. Justice, social, economic, and political. There will be justice. That justice will be in the social field, economic field, as well as the political field. There will be liberty. Liberty means free. Of which thing? Liberty of the thought, means everyone is free to think. Expression, everyone is free to express. Belief, everyone is free to make his or her own belief. Faith, everyone should be in their faith, means what is your faith, in which religion, in which theory you are free. And worship, equality, everyone is equal. Of status, means everyone's status is equal. Everyone will get the equal opportunities, and to promote among them all. Yes, status and opportunities will be equal. Now fraternity. Fraternity means universal brotherhood. This you have seen. Tagline of our country, Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, means whole earth is our home. So assuring the dignity of the individual and the unity and integrity of the nation. By this fraternity, there will be equal importance to the individual, and individual should work for the unity and the integrity of India. In our Constituent Assembly, so in the Constituent Assembly of India, this 26th day of November 1949, means 26 November 1949, do hereby adopt, enact, and give to ourselves this Constitution. So this Constituent Assembly on 26 November 1949 is adopting, making it into act, and giving it to themselves. Now let's check. See here, 6 questions are given. What do you understand by a constitution? Who drafted the Indian Constitution? Name the President of the Constituent Assembly. Name the Chairman of the Drafting Committee of the Constituent Assembly. When did the Constitution of India come into effect? Write down the significance of the Lahore session of the Congress. So my dear student, this is the homework for you all. You will write down the answer of all these 6 questions. Okay? Bye bye.